Okay, all right. Sorry, we are late. We're supposed to be up 12, but well, 4:50. I said 12. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm late. Had some stuff to do. But anyways, you're all welcome. Welcome, welcome. I see you, Yo-Yo's World, the hey host. Hello, sis. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. But yes, we are here now. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. Okay, our sound is good. I always love to double check sound. All right, and those of you that are going to be watching the replay of this, I say you are welcome. And I'm going to introduce myself in about a minute. So just hold on. And before I do the introduction, let me quickly say this. If you're watching this live stream, this is a critical analysis. So we are going to be going in deep, okay? We are going in deep. But I will start by breaking down this whole story. So for those of you that might not know, because before you draw your conclusion, you need to know the whole story before you can draw your conclusion. So if you're watching from the beginning, don't just rush out of this, okay? Because let me quickly say this even before we dive in, that it is time to start calling some people out on their bullshit on this platform. Like, enough is enough. Okay, so a lot of names are going to be mentioned on this live stream, and I apologize because I cannot reach out to everybody to inform everybody that okay, your name might be mentioned on my live. So if you watch my live stream either now or before or after, sorry, then if your name is mentioned, well, it is what it is, because a lot of names need to be mentioned in order to analyze this Daslyvia Onu saga and Dyna Ekwueme. Okay, so that being said, my name is Trending Gist with Octavia Cora, and on this channel we talk about everything that is trending, celebrity gossip, and we also do a critical analysis, which you can call a reaction. We react to things we see on the platform as content creators. That being said, feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. So let's start by telling the story, because I want everybody, I don't want to bore you with blah, 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 blah. I want you to get the hit from the beginning, okay? So let me start by giving you a backstory for those of you that might not understand what we're going to be talking about, or some of you might not even know who these people are, right? Okay, so that being said, Daslyvia Onu is a content creator. She's a YouTuber, and Dyna Ekwueme is also a YouTuber, and both of them used to be besties, okay? They used to be best friends. They used to call each other baby girl. They're always together when they're doing events. I'm not talking about just filming like collaboration videos or doing YouTube related stuff. I'm talking about hanging out together, visiting each other. Like I've seen that Sylvia in Port Harcourt with Dyna Ekwueme, because Dyna Ekwueme based in Port Harcourt. She's based in Port Harcourt, but she recently relocated, okay, to Saudi Arabia. But she used to be a Port Harcourt YouTuber, while Daslyvia Onu is either Enugu or Onitsha, one of the eastern states. That's where she's based. I don't know if it's Enugu or Onitsha. So, but I know she's somewhere around there. So they are close friends. But before we dive right into this whole story and all of that, let me quickly bring your attention back a little bit. Like I said, a lot of names are going to be mentioned, okay? Lily Pope's TV, Uche Wenzi, and Daslyvia Onu, they are best friends. Some people call them like the three musketeers. They call them, they like the three, many titles they've given them, okay? The three wise women, the three, I don't know, watch their videos and whatever. Recently, they did a collaboration, these three ladies, and I'm subscribed to all three of them. So watching one, for me, in my mind, I was like, it's only fair that I watch all three since it's a collaboration, right? I don't know if you think that way. Feel free to drop a comment if you don't, but I do, because maybe because I'm a trending gist person, so I just love watching everybody. But that being said, okay, the first video I saw when I came on YouTube that day was Lily Pope's video. And I was like, oh, collaboration between these three. I've not seen it before. So I quickly jumped into Lily's channel, Lily Pope's TV. And I watched Lily's video and I saw it. I was like, okay. They're answering questions and talking about each other. So after I finished watching Lily Pope's video, I jumped over to Uche Wenzi's channel to watch Uche Wenzi's video. And when I sat down in Uche Wenzi's channel, I was like, excuse me? Like, it's getting hotter and hotter, okay? You could see them hinting some things in Lily Pope's video, in collaboration, that particular video I'm talking about. You see them hinting some stuff. But now I'm trying to give you grounds on what is going on so you understand, because you'll be thinking, why am I mentioning all these other people if we're here to talk about Daslyvia Onu and Dyna, but I want you to understand deep, because I know one reason why I'm doing this is because Dyna Ekwueme's fans, they are quick to jump into conclusion without watching videos, because I see them bashing a lot of reactors, and from their comments you just see that this will not watch video, you know, because what you're commenting and what the person is saying in the video, it doesn't tally. So I'm trying to give a backstory so you kind of understand the full story if you fall among those that do not know where this is coming from. So you make a lot of sense when we now focus mainly on Dyna and Daslyvia. Okay, so when I'm watching Uche Wenzi's video, I saw the gospels that Daslyvia Onu and Uche Wenzi was giving on that video. Okay, it got to a point where Daslyvia was go watch that video. Okay, Daslyvia was saying that talking about the saga between, like I said, a lot of names will be mentioned, okay? Talking about story of motherhood, although she didn't mention story of motherhood's name, but everybody knows that the only person right now of a very long time that had issues with Uche Wenzi is story of motherhood, aka Choice TV, aka It With Choice, right? Okay, and both of them, they've been going at each other's neck, okay? They've been giving like subliminal messages or throwing shade at each other indirectly. If you've been on this platform, you know that it's not even a hidden thing. Their saga has been for a very long time, their fight between these two ladies. So when Uche Wenzi came out, a lot of people have been asking Uche Wenzi to respond, like, what is it that Choice is talking about? Uche Wenzi should respond. But Uche has always said in videos, when she's, even when the one she did with Asi Darling, okay, Asi Tonka, Abri Abba. Anyways, the one she did with Asi Darling, she mentioned that she's not confrontational, so hence she didn't respond to anything. But people were kind of telling her, just respond and clear your own mind, okay? She was like, I'm a church girl, I don't want church people to see me some type of way. Anyway, fast forward, Uche was like, okay, I will clear this once and for all. So Uche did a video where she came out and explained all what happened and why she and Choice TV is going back and forth. If you saw that video, if you've not seen it, go to Uche's channel, it's there. She's not privated it yet, okay? So when she did that video, you could hear that Sylvia in this, their collaboration now that they just did recently. Now, this video has passed though. Choice has done her own live stream responding. Now, Choice TV is the same person as Story of Motherhood. So Choice has already responded though to, they've done it, but on this collaboration, you could see that Sylvia saying, I was just waiting for that lady to say one thing. I was going to give it to her. You know, on this platform, I've never had it with anybody, but you know, it was too much. She's always dragging Uche. She's always dragging Uche. No, enough is enough. You cannot be dragging my friend and I keep quiet. I was ready to give it to her. And Uche was like Uche West was like the hate and the bitterness that is coming from the streets. She doesn't understand. And then they started analyzing the reactors, started throwing shades at all the reactors on that video. Go watch it for yourself, okay? Just don't take my word for it. That being said, watching that video, I was like, okay. So now you can clearly see that Daslyvia, probably because Daslyvia has two friends now, that is Lilipop's TV and Uche Wenzi, right? Which are ladies that they've been involved in some saga somehow. Daslyvia really wants to bring out her inner person. You're like, so, you know, you could hear her saying, people see me, I'm quiet, I'm always laughing and joking, and people think like I can also give it hot. Her own words, right? So Daslyvia wants to prove to people that she can give it hot. So Daslyvia's target was not actually Dyna Ekwueme. Daslyvia's target was story of motherhood. Yes, I said it. Just don't watch video. Watch people's body language. Watch what comes out of people's mouth. Okay, before you draw your conclusion. Because I know that some people just watch a video like, okay, we're just watching. Okay. Watch a video as if you're going to be writing an exam on it, okay? Like after watching that video, they're going to give you this and said, answer the question with the points. That's how I watch video. So if I have to do analysis, even if I don't have to do analysis, it helps me to understand the content creator that I'm watching. I don't take your words when you tell me, I'm a nice person, or you're soft speaker, or you present yourself some type of way. I know that when we all sit down on camera and say action, go, we can just be anything, okay? You can be anything you want to be. That being said, fast forward, like I said, Daslyvia's target was story of motherhood. She was waiting because if you notice, if you've been watching story of motherhood, aka Choice TV, You notice that Choice TV has never spoken about that Sylvia. Maybe I missed that live stream. If she has, please let me know so I go watch that particular live stream and I will take back my word. But I don't think that Sylvia has ever been in any saga actually that I've seen on the street, except when they did their master class between these two that are fighting now, Dyna Ekwueme and the Sylvia, okay, that we're going to get to in a bit. But I want you to get the whole story. Okay, so because Story of Motherhood has not been, if you watch Story of Motherhood, you know that Story of Motherhood has been missing in action for a bit now. So like she came out to say in her eating video, if you watch it on her eating channel, Eat With Choice, she said she wasn't feeling too well. So I guess the period that collaboration video, all of that was going on, Choice was not online. So maybe Choice didn't see the video then. So she didn't respond. So that one actually missed that Sylvia. That Sylvia was like, okay, let me do something else. That's what she came up with her. Okay, ask me any question. And she did her Q&A video that is bringing the main saga now, right? So her Q&A, people asked her different questions she was answering, and then it got to the question where are you still friends with Dyna Ekwueme? And that Sylvia started by giving hand like this, giving this sarcastic laugh, and saying, I'm no longer friends with your best YouTuber, or something like along the line. She put it, okay? But she was talking about her. She said, never. For me, that's where I had issues. One, that she said never, because I'm thinking, you are the godmother of Dyna Ekwueme's child. Now, I'm telling you, we will give critical analysis on all of them, because Dyna Ekwueme is another one, and wait for Dyna Ekweme's own. So just know that in Trending Gist channel, we are neutral, okay? No friends, no nothing, okay? The way we see it is the way we're going to say it, because that's how it is. If you're going to put out the news, if you're going to be a gist channel, be truthful, be straightforward, say things as they are. So when she said that, I'm thinking, shouldn't you have just said what I was expecting? And I feel a lot of people were expecting that Sylvia, responding to that, she would have just said, okay, this question, I've been getting it a whole lot, and well, that ship has sailed. That would have just been a very nice way to just end it, no matter what, because Dyna Ekwueme might have hurt her very bad. Dyna Ekwueme might have done something we don't know, because they still have not said anything, right? So we still don't know. But the you know, the old saga, the way she said it, like, I'm looking for something. That's like, for me, that's what I got. Like, that Sylvia is looking for a saga. That Sylvia is looking for something that people that will make the reactors to jump on it. If, for example, when this other lady responded to her own Chantel Anyanwu, there was nothing there for people to talk about. So I think that Sylvia is already prepping herself up for some saga, because a lot of things has been happening on the platform that she would have wished to put her mouth, but she just didn't. So I think she's fully prepared to show the other side of who that Daslyvia Onu is, and she doesn't care anymore. Because if you notice, it's been a while since they stopped talking. And we're going to read their post, okay? Because after she did that video, Dyna Ekwueme responded to her, and she also responded back to Dyna, and we're going to read both here. So I feel like Dyna is already prepared, Daslyvia Onu is already prepared for whatever is gonna come. So why not just create the whole thing myself? After all, I have issues with a YouTuber also, okay? So she gave that response and all of that. If you're a godmother, let me quickly explain something to you. Over here where I live, if you want to be they have like a whole rule, and I'm talking about a law. I'm not even talking about law of like the country, but religious law. Okay, for example, if you're baptizing the first child you baptize, that a friend of yours or a family or somebody invite you to baptize is a boy child, if the next person that called you, a friend of yours, to come and baptize their child, if that child is a girl child, you are not allowed. By the law of the religion, you're not, you know, by the Orthodox law here, you're not allowed to baptize a girl child, a boy child, a girl, a boy. No. If the first child you baptize is a girl, you have to keep it that way. If the first child you baptize that way, you have to keep it that way. And when you do baptism in church, there is a vow you take. So listen, I'm believing that Daslyvia Onu is a Christian. So hence I'm trying to explain this to you people, why I felt the way she responded was wrong. There is a vow you take, okay, as a godmother, as a godfather. there's a vow. The priest, the pastor, whoever is officiating is going to bring out, there's a different book they use when they do the baptism, and then they have another smaller book where they will read a lot of things for you, and you have to answer to it. Because if anything happens to the parents of that child you're baptizing, you are the next person. It is very important. Even people that are godfathers and godmothers, they are very proud people, and it costs a lot of money to be a godfather or a godparent to anybody. So I'm thinking, if you've taken this vow in the presence of God and man, and as a Christian, should that be the way you respond to your godchild's parent? No matter what, that she should have just said that ship has sailed. We're no longer friends. That ship has sailed. She shouldn't have said never. Right? You might not agree. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. So that being said, moving over to Dyna Ekwueme. Dyna Ekweme's own is too much. Dyna Ekwueme, I don't care if anybody would tag her to this video. I would really like it if Dyna Ekwueme will see this video. Dyna Ekweme's own is too much. Dyna Ekwueme is a very toxic person. Yes, I said it. Dyna is very, very toxic and very negative person, and that is not good. Moving around with so much negativity is not good. That's why you see Dyna Ekwueme has certain types of fans that follows her. Why am I saying this? I will give you a good example, and I don't care if you agree with me or you disagree. Dyna Ekwueme came out fully supporting a channel. Like I said, a lot of names will be mentioned. A channel that tied to their channel name was I Hate the Banigos. And let's go back a little bit. What did the Banigos do? Because she reacted on a video, on an email. Well, if the Banigos is lying, she's heaping coal on her own head. Let's look at it that way. And I see no reason why the Banigos, that is also a mom, will come out and lie about something like that. Let's say she wanted to lie. She could have just cooked up a story about Dyna Ekwueme herself and done a reaction video on. But for her to come out and say, I was sent this email and I'm reacting on, what I expected Dyna Ekwueme to do as someone that is a YouTuber and knows the game, should have sent an email or private message on this what is it called, Instagram, to the Banigos, and say, the Banigos, I understand that you're doing your reaction, but please, you can do anything, your reaction on me, but leave my kids or anything that has to do with my family out. So can you please take down that video? And I believe that the Banigos would have privated that video, taking down that particular video. But that video came up with a whole lot of stuff. She came out and apologized. The Banigos did apologize. And all of a sudden, a woman appeared that I don't even remember. I don't even know her name, and I don't care to know, which is the woman that created the channel I Hate the Banigos. And if you ever watch those first videos that lady that she claims she's not, and the worst part is that woman is an old woman. From her crooked and rugged, irritating voice, you can tell that person is an older woman. You want to defend somebody, but then you're there insulting people's children, wishing people's children death, and you're defending someone. And that same person you're defending has children also. Be careful of what you wish people, because when you point one finger at someone, the rest four fingers is pointing at you. And if that person you're pointing finger on and placing curses on has a clear conscience, you are placing all those curses on yourself and the head of the person you're defending. What I expect someone like Dyna, that today she's claiming she has a brand. We're going to read their messages. We're going to read their messages. Don't worry. In a few minutes, I'm going to get into her response to Daslyvia. So, Dyna claiming to be someone that has a brand to protect, now that she's responding to this person. But then, didn't you think that whether Josephine Enu or whatever that person was that is defending you and placing curses on people, don't you think that is the person that is actually tarnishing, and that's the person that is going to destroy your brand? But Dyna came out with her full chest and said, I see you and I see what you're doing for me on the streets of YouTube. If you think that I am exaggerating, please find that channel and go watch that hate channel. They've changed the name to something else, but it still doesn't matter, because if you type the word on YouTube, the first name she used to title that video, it will show. So it doesn't matter if she changed it to Heavenly Angel or Innocent YouTuber, but she keeps calling that, she keeps saying she's not a YouTuber. It goes to show you how unreasonable that person is. What makes you a YouTuber? What makes you a content creator? You're somebody creating content and putting it on YouTube. That makes you a YouTuber. But on each video, she say, I'm not a YouTuber, and she's cursing. Now, I don't know who she has not insulted. She brought Nelu in, insulted Nelu. That was not enough. She insulted her family, her siblings, her children, everybody. Like, there's nobody that was kind of connected. All the reactors, she dragged them, people's husbands, people's children. But you said you are defending Dyna because you love Dyna. No, you don't love her. You don't. Because, you know, birds of the same feathers flock together. Because Dyna Ekwueme is a toxic person. And nobody should come in here and tell me nonsense. And if I see any nonsense comment in my video afterward, me and you go get wala. Anyways, if you want to know why I'm saying Dyna is a toxic person, go watch Dyna's old videos and watch how Dyna spoke about people. One that never leaves my mind, the one she spoke about people in diaspora. I don't know what happened with her, or maybe it happened to somebody that she knew, and how people in diaspora are all liars, how she generalized and started bashing all the Nigerians that were living in diaspora. Oh, everybody's saying that life is not easy in diaspora, and blah, 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 but nobody's coming back because they're lying. They don't want to send this. They don't want to tell people the truth, blah, 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 blah. And I was just thinking, you're not making any sense. You're not making any sense. Let me sip my wine. Nobody is owing you anything. Anybody saying in diaspora is not owing you anything. So Dyna has been this kind of person that I cannot remember, but go to her channel. Go back 2 years ago and beginning when she started YouTube and watch the kind of reaction and the kind of things that were coming out of Dyna's words, how she was attacking. Dyna is so quick to insult people. And now when they do it to you, you cannot handle. When you start dishing out things to people, be ready for it. Okay? What you give out, when you're ready that this is what I'm going to put out, negativity, I want to be sassy, I want to be this, I want to be that. Then be ready when other people too buckle up and say they want to be this, they want to be that, and they start dragging you. How can you say you're protecting your brand today? You're telling Daslyvia Onu that you're protecting your brand, but you have that other lady, that dark channel, insulting people's family, bashing people, dragging people from A to Z. There's no cost you didn't place on people. There's no kind of name you didn't call people. Even your last video now that she shared. Those of you that are Dyna's fans, go to Dyna's community tab, the post that we're going to read now, the video that is tagged on it. Because I wanted to do a reaction, I watched that video. Because I know that I watched Dyna Daslyvia Onu's video. I watched all the video and I went to Dyna's channel and I went to Dyna, and I'm going back to Dyna's channel, so we're going to watch her response to Daslyvia Onu. So how can you say that you are protecting your brand, but you have a lady that is busy insulting people, swearing for people? If you call yourself a child of God, if you call yourself somebody that goes to church every Sunday, if you're a woman or a man that you sit down or you go on your knees and pray, be careful. Because I will tell you this today, Dyna, the prayers you'll be praying recently, none of them will be answered. Because you are supporting evil. And what does the Bible say about people that support evil? If you do not know, I will send you the Bible passage. Because maybe a lot of people don't read the Bible and they quickly cannot figure. But if you cannot find it, go to Google and just put in the question. They will tell you the Bible passage and the verse and everything. What does the Bible say about don't be commonly yoked with evildoers? This woman is swearing with children. The Banigos did video about you. Did she curse you? She said an email was sent to her. So whatever cause that lady thinks that she's defending you, she's placing on herself and you. And you're not smart enough to see that that lady is causing you more harm than helping you. But you came out saying, I see all the things you're doing for me. I feel sorry for you because you're very, very young. And maybe you might not understand a lot of things. Be extremely careful. You're supporting evil. A channel like that, you shared it. And listen to the toxicity in this particular video I'm talking about. That's a 14 minutes video, I think. That evil channel did. I had to watch it because I wanted to do my full analysis. I don't like to do them say. If not them say, if I cannot find the video, if I cannot find the article to read, I won't do that reaction. because I don't like taking people's words, what this person said. Because when one person says something to one person, to another person, some people add pepper, salt, and Maggi, and that's not me. If I'm going to do my analysis, I want to hear from the horse's mouth so I can quote what you said. So anywhere you want to go, I can defend my content. So let's go to Dyna's channel and let's read. Dyna posted this in her community. Go to Dyna Ekweme's community, you will see it. So after Daslyvia did her Q&A, I believe Dyna's followers would have informed her that what Daslyvia said, which I don't agree with Daslyvia also. So nobody will come in and say, yeah, taking side, bets of the same feather I said flocks together. So moving on, this is her response to Daslyvia Onu. This is from Dyna Ekwueme. She said, Daslyvia Onu, I will only address this because I once considered you family. If you are going to start a fire, don't light the matchstick and blow the fire off. Light the damn light and leave whatever it is to burn. Sometimes silent means acceptance or truth. This time, I won't be silent and have people run my brand to the ground. You kidding me? I run my brand to the ground out of ignorance. She now went over to Pigeon and she said, "It pain me say you can do this. I truly never thought you were capable as the persona you portrayed as a friend. It's clear now that it was a hoax. We are not enemies, but we have made it clear where you have made it clear where you stand. We stopped speaking since early this year. Why now?" Which is what I was saying, that Daslyvia is looking for saga too. And she said, that said, keep my name out of your business and respect whatever is left in your head and heart of me out of the streets. You have my number, address, you know our village. Set up a meeting or text me. You are bigger than this, baby girl. I'm ashamed doing this, but because of how deep this runs, I can't let it slide. And she said, P.S. listen to the truth if you care. And that video she tagged as listen to the truth is the video of that bitter lady. Thank you very much, Oyoyo. Thank you, sis. Thank you for coming. And if you listen to the video of this bitter lady, I don't see any sense she made. Because everybody already knows that Dyna at some point helped Daslyvia. I think the both of them just had this friendship that they were benefiting from each other. I don't think anybody was overdoing anything. That's what I see between their friendship. I feel like both of them knew why they wanted to be friends. They knew they could benefit something. Daslyvia had a viral video, and Dyna Ekwueme knowing fully well that could count towards their the program that she wanted to run that time. Okay, that's why of all the people she knew, it was Daslyvia she chose to do that program with, right? So both of them were benefiting from each other. That is one thing. That being said, let me go over to Daslyvia Onu's channel now and read to you Daslyvia's response to this Dyna Ekwueme's post. Let's write her name. Daslyvia Onu. Okay. Pulling up community. Okay, let's go to Daslyvia's community. Daslyvia responded 7 hours ago to what I just read to you now. Daslyvia said, Dyna Ekwueme, enough with the gaslighting. And the gaslighting, she wrote it in capital letters, okay? So you see it very well, even if you have eye problem. She said, Dyna Ekwueme, enough of the gaslighting. You never considered me as your family. And if how you treated me is exactly how you treat your family, then I don't want to be part of it. You are mean. You warned me. But I don't know if she wanted to say they warned me or something, but she said you warned me, but I thought you were joking. I didn't plan for it to go down this way, but since you decided to lie in that community post of yours, I won't respect boundaries again. So this is her response. So we're waiting for what either Dyna's Chihuahua, because that's the kind of sense that Dyna you see there. She might be very young, but she has a lot of corny on her head. So she might not respond directly. She might send out her old mama chihuahua to come and respond. Because you know why I'm saying this? Normally, if I want to just do my analysis, I would love to just do my analysis and leave it at that. But for what that lady, that dark channel, that negative channel had done, and Dyna coming out boldly to support that lady, it goes to show the kind of person you are, Dyna Ekwueme. It goes to show the kind of person you are. And in the case of these two, Dyna Ekwueme and Daslyvia, I believe 100% that they were using each other. Because it is something that we've seen on this YouTube time without numbers. Right? When someone is doing certain, you see all these like bees chasing honey. People grew in gum body so they can get shared, they can get this. And that lady is basically claiming, you are the one that was begging for friendship. Well, I believe Daslyvia is based in a place where you can shop for certain Nigerian stuffs in a cheaper price. So why not have a friend there? So when you cannot travel from Port Harcourt or what to Enugu or Onitsha or whatever to get those stuff, you can just easily say, and because they are both from the east, right? So you can say, oh, sis, please, can you send me this? I was paying the money into your bank account, and that will be it. You know? So maybe Daslyvia did not help her on YouTube, but Daslyvia would have helped Dyna Ekwueme in one way or the other. So nobody should come out and say, nobody knew this one. No, both of them were using each other. That was what happened between these two. Both of them used each other. But what we do not know is what caused their fight. Who did what to who? But if we're going to judge, it seems like Dyna Ekwueme cannot keep friends. And if you're somebody that you fall in this category of people that you cannot just have friends, you know, like someone say, hey, if I'm friends with this person, I don't want another person to be with. Let me tell you something today. You have a problem. You have a problem. You need a doctor. You need to go check. You need to get checked. You have a problem. It's only people that have issues that always feel like because I'm friends with you, you cannot be friends with somebody else. What are you afraid of? What is that thing you're afraid of that you cannot just have friends and just say, okay, these are my friends? When you have one friend, you want to hold that person and keep that person for yourself for long. Something is deeply wrong. Psychologically, mentally, something is wrong. Check yourself. This life is not that difficult. You and Nelu had your issues. Both of you were falling. And I watched the video that when Wodemaya came to Nigeria, when he was trying to speak to the both of you. And I saw how the two of you's mouth was going ratatatata. I said, these two ladies, this is not it. Una get bad mouth. Nobody was allowing anybody to talk. Everybody was this one I heard, this one I heard, that one you're somebody. But Dyna, your own is too much. One time somebody can say a mistake. 2 times you can say a mistake. It's happening 3 times, 4 times. That's not a mistake. Of all the videos you would have shared, why did you not sit down by yourself and do your own video? If you feel like you have a brand because your channel is now big, you have 100,000 subscribers on it, and you want to protect it, why didn't you create a new channel and respond to people? Of all the people that would have defended you, first of all, this is not the only lady that defended you. A lot of other reactors and other people on the platform has been defending you. So why did you pick the most toxic person among everybody to give a shout out to? Why did you pick the most bitter person to give a shout out to? Yeah. Why? That is my question to you. A woman that places curse on people, insult people's family, and insult everybody that she can find. First of all, she started her channel with I hate someone, and you gave a shout out. I see what you do for me in the streets. All this nonsense on that they do on a girl local. On a girl lock. If now some places that people go find on a rich on a beat on a beat grace come off on her head. Now never jam mad person for this YouTube show. The donor go jam person where head they touch. Yes, ma'am. The donor go jam person where head they touch. Now that day on go know. That one they run man, ratatatatata, they insult people family. The day they go catch and koro. Make it be say as in mouth sharp, in hand strong reach. But you, Dinah, know that what goes around comes around. That woman is heaping coal on your head. Be enjoying and be sharing her videos. There you're telling that Sylvia, oh, if you care to listen, listen to this. That nonsense that lady said there. Oh, that Sylvia did not. Yeah. Ella. Mommy. It breaks the big Begin. Me, mommy. Yeah, you do. All right. So all of that lady is busy heaping coal on your head. Let me open this door so I can keep an eye on my little one. Give me a second. Okay, I am back. Of all the people that you could have said, okay, this person, that lady is heaping coal on your head. If you are smart, you should know that. Because if somebody wants to defend you, two wrongs don't make a right. You cannot be placing curse on people, wishing people's children to die when nobody wished for your child or the child of the person that you're defending to die. So Dinah, if you will ever get this message, change. Change. You should not support someone like that. You talking about you're protecting your brand. Do you know that a lot of brands that will realize that you are supporting a channel like that won't even want to work with you? Because they say, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. If you're associating with an evil person like that, then what does that say about you as a person? What does that say about you as a person? You don't have any brand to protect because that lady has already messed up your brand. And if people would go back checking your earlier videos, that is why everybody can understand the kind of people you have as fans that always jump on people's neck. People are allowed to say things, even when you're not being insulted. Your fans jump in and insult people, and at no time would you even say, let me do a 1-minute video to tell my fans to not attack people. You love it. It makes you so happy. It cannot be that only these people that were all your friends and are no longer your friends were wrong and you did not do a single thing. It cannot be. And in your own post, you even said, take some things out from the streets. What have you done? And what is that thing you're hiding that you don't want that Sylvia to spill? That you're saying, if you have any more respect, let it be a call meeting. Which meeting? She has already brought it out to YouTube. She did not say, let me skip that question and not respond to it. She responded to it. So my question to you, Dinah, what is that secret? What is that thing you've done and what are you hiding? What are you hiding? And to Dasylvia, this doesn't tell good of you because this seems like you will be the kind of friend that when your friends offend you, you will not even remember good old days. To say, okay, let me just say that ship has sailed. Let me just say we're no longer friends and leave it at that. But you say never and ever, and you are supposed to be a godparent to that person's child, doesn't tell good of you because it simply says, that simply explains to people watching you that you would do the same to all of your friends if they ever fall out with you. So learn to just know when to draw the line, even as you're creating content. Oh, thank you so much, sis. I'm about to round up because I want to keep it as short as possible. Oh, I did. Can you imagine? Because I came in late and I didn't, hold on. I came in late and I did not know that I didn't drop link. Are you kidding me? Did I copy? Copied. Hold on. All right. Okay, so I've dropped the link. And I just feel like a lot of people might not want to say anything I'm so sorry. I've been talking. So I thought I've already dropped link, but I thought nobody wanted to jump. And I didn't even look at my screen because I came in a little bit late. I was supposed to be here 4:50 my time, but I came in almost 4:59 or so, almost 5 before I started. And started. It was already 5. So I'm so sorry.
Hey, I've been
Welcome,
here.
sis. You're
I've been here.
looking good. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. I've been here listening, trying to put schedule my
Okay, stand
live,
up.
and then
Yeah,
that's why I didn't come in on time. But I've been here all the while you've been talking.
yeah,
And where will I even start? We were the last thing we were talking about that Sylvia saying never. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, we don't know exactly what transpired between these two people.
Very true.
And for that reason, we can't say much on those words that she used. But
Yeah.
for me, if I were to be in her place, you understand,
Yes.
I will not use never for obvious reasons because I
Yeah.
understand life. I'm older than her, maybe a little of wisdom added to it.
Yes.
Understanding that in this life you can't shut a door. You can't. No matter how pain you are, just leave a little room for anything, coming up in the future. But let me give you a typical example that happened when I was a young child. I was in secondary school, and the girl that was supposedly my friend, right? We sit next to each other. So because we sit close, she does well in school and all of that. So I had a special class. I go for, after school class. Yes, I do that for all my science courses. So she was like, that you're doing so well in sciences that she's trying to know, what do I do? I said, I don't just rely in what is taught in school, that my parent and my mom enrolled me in after school, like a science thing, that all they do there is sciences and nothing more. And it's being taught by a science teacher. So she kind of asked me, I say, yes, I can talk to my teacher. And then if there is any opening, he will let you know. That is just for selected few. We are just about 5 in class. And most of those people that joined the class, the class at the time, they came from different background, rich people's kids. One was coming from a very far place, but the lesson was held in my street. So it was easier for me to walk down just in 2 houses in a private school and go for my lesson. So this
Yeah.
girl started joining me for the lesson. So she had the preview of coming to my home, meeting everybody in my house. And then before you know it, little gossip entered. She carried my gossip and went to class and was, talking about my family, so I was in SS1, okay?
Yeah.
I didn't quite know how to handle it at the time, but all I did was to carry my locker off from her, and I carried my locker right in front of the teacher. So we don't have to share boundaries. And guess what, sweetheart? That year, she came 40 out of 43. Okay. And this is a girl that all the while we are sitting together, in fact, the least she got was 10th position. Okay. Then fast forward, we met again. We met again in the university. Okay.
Yeah.
I came to visit my sister and my brother in University of Ibadan. Lo and behold, who
Yeah.
did I see? This girl.
Yeah.
She was in the same school with them. She was like,
Ah.
she didn't know how it was difficult for us to come back as friends because of that deed that happened. So for me, I didn't want her friendship anymore. This girl followed me from Ibadan. I said, that's my brother, that's my sister. They're in this school. They were like, she wanted to be friends with them, but because they already know who she is, they didn't want her friendship. You understand? They were in the same school. It would have been a continuation of, friendship. Then she now came to Lagos. She followed me to know where we live in Lagos. I had to return that visit, but we were never friends. So there are
Yeah.
some kind of friends you meet in your life. Once they hurt you beyond what you expected. It will be
True.
extremely difficult to get back together as friends. So we don't
That's true.
know whether that's the Diana and
The
that's it,
situation. Yeah.
situation. We don't know. But if I were in her shoes, like I said, because I'm more mature, I will handle it differently. I will never use that word never,
Very true.
because you never can tell. Somebody had told
Yes.
me in the past that I don't want to talk to you again. Even if I die, do not come for
Yeah.
my funeral, because she was acting on her emotions. Okay,
True.
she was acting on her emotions. Then the next thing, she fell sick. It still was me that was calling her. I don't know if you're getting it. You understand? Have you eaten? I need you to prepare this, do that, do that. And initially, I
Yeah.
thought she wasn't going to receive my, answer my calls, but she
Yeah.
answered. She was very grateful that I called her. She was extremely, because I know if it were to be me, she wouldn't have called me, because she had ruled out everything. And this one is not even a mere friend. This one is a close relative. You understand? So people should be very mindful of the words they use. But like I said, if the damage is so hurting, you throw away caution. Honestly, you don't even want to be anything caution at all around it because of the extent of the damage done to you. But like I said, it's her decision, it's her statement. She knows exactly what transpired, she knows what went on, and she knows why she used that word in particular.
But reading from her response now to Dinah when she said, "You are mean and you warned me, but I thought it was a joke." So that means Dinah knows the kind of person that she is, and she pre-warns the people that wants to be her friends. So if that's the case, why is it that when whatever happened, it was a shock to Dasylvia? Because I feel like if you warn me as a friend, I don't, like I used to tell people that I know, like, no make me vex, and that's not a joke. And if you make me vex, no stand close to me,
Yeah.
because I'm serious. If there's a bottle there, I will break your head. So in order to protect you, once you make me vex, just they run. Whatever that's because I will apologize later. But at that time, that would be what I would do. So if you're going to be my friend, these are some of the things I tell you first. And I also tell people, I said, I'm not somebody that express my
Oh, Mel,
emotions.
let
So
me
I
ask
always
you.
so it seemed like Dinah also warned that she's a kind of person. So why was she
No,
now
no,
shocked?
no. The thing is that we don't know what the warning was. You understand?
True.
We don't know. We can read a lot of meanings to it. Like I said,
Yeah.
understanding is key in every
True.
statement issued. Understanding is very key. We don't know what that maybe she was giving signs. If you become friends with this person, I can never talk to you again. You are not my friend. And we don't know exactly. Meanwhile, I love your sweater. I saw this at the store this Christmas. I wanted to buy it. I say, you know what? Hold on first. I'll buy it in February when it's on sales. So, so the thing is this: we don't know what the warning is. But am I happy that that saver? You're. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
sorry, I muted myself because my little one, the father left, so she's now screaming.
Okay. Okay.
I said we were Christmas vibing, but I wanted to
Yeah.
ask you a question. Talking about, Dinah saying that and because of her brand, she needs to address this. Don't you think that the video that hate channel is making is more damaging to Dinah's brand than what Sylvia? What's your take? That's what I want to ask.
If you go to that hate channel, okay, she has either privated or deleted all those ugly videos she made, all the series she made about Nelo KK, her parents, her family, her sisters, all the videos she made about Baningo, that her children would die and all. She has either deleted or privated it. So, and then she has changed the name of the channel. You understand? So if you go there now, you won't be seeing that of so much of that negativity there. She tried to clean it up. But the thing is that in our minds, in our memories, in our understanding, it will take a deep cleansing for you to get it out of people's minds, especially those that listen to those those videos, those that watch those videos and heard everything that was said there. Secondly, using that channel, pointing the finger that people should go and watch that video. Is that video your spokesman? We need to know. If that lady is your spokesman, make it official. I officially recognize this channel as my defender on YouTube Street. She has said it in her video when she did make the shout out, appreciating the lady for all the battles the lady has been fighting for her. And it goes to say a lot. Okay, it goes to say a lot. The only thing that Sylvia said was, we can never be friends. And that is one statement. Okay. Then you using the video, that particular video in question was throwing shades on a lot of people.
Exactly.
People, calling Sylvia a dropout, calling her Olodo, calling people all manner of names. That is not what, if you want to do branding, you want to associate yourself with. But like I said, is Diana's choice. Maybe that's how she understands defending her on the street is. She's a grown woman. She's an adult. She makes her decisions. I can't make her decisions for her. She's supposed to know where to draw the thin line. Because sharing that video showing that, yes, everything saying on this channel, I support it, I am backing it, and all of that. And if you look at it very well, the lady is coming out as if she has all the information and all of that. So if that's her state,
which simply means somebody is giving her, right?
So if that's her spokesperson, she might as well say, make it plain. And the reason why, for me, I would have said, okay, fine. If you really ask me, if that person wants to, the person should come out with her real face.
I can hear you.
Yeah. Come out with her real face so that people will know who she is and then can be able to relate. Okay, that's the way I look at it. Because am I surprised that she shared that video? No, I'm not surprised.
Me too. I'm not surprised.
Well, am I surprised?
Judging from the kind of videos she used to make, both of them are very, they think alike. Their way of analyzing, drawing conclusion on something is very similar.
I didn't share this video. Let me share it quickly. I don't know how much.
Thank you. I feel like both of them, they are very, 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 very much alike. Because if you watch Dyna's old video, the way she was dragging people in diaspora, I see people in diaspora are owing people that are back in Africa something. Okay, you have two legs, you have two arms, you're walking, somebody in diaspora is walking. If the person in diaspora decide not to help you, why don't you help yourself? If you're trying to go over to whatever country that person is based in, the person doesn't want to help you. We live come on, man. We have social media, we have smartphone. You can actually Google how to go to a certain country. So if the person there doesn't want to, but the way Dyna was dragging, people are lying. Why are they not coming back home? And I was like, why does this lady talk like this?
You know what? I don't know her then. I wasn't watching her video then. You understand? So that I don't have knowledge of. And to go back and start looking for old videos to follow somebody.
It's hard, I
am not that a die-hard fan of anybody. I'm a die-hard fan of myself, my children, even my husband. I'm not a die-hard fan of my husband because anything can happen in a relationship. So for people saying that Sylvia said a lot. That Sylvia did not say a word. The only thing she answered was a question. Are you guys still friends? No. And we are good like that. Everybody is good. I'm using that Sylvia's word. Everybody is good like that. Are we going to ever be friends again? Never. We can never be friends. That was all this lady said. So people are busy reading a lot of meanings into it, that she said a lot. Even Diana herself saying that she said, what did she say? That they can never be friends. That's all. And then again, I remember when the Sandra Reality and Banter were having problems. Every YouTuber wanted them to come out and tell them whether they are friends or not.
That's true.
And this lady now came out to say they were no longer friends. It became a problem. Why did you say that? You're not supposed to say
well, you cannot please everybody.
You're supposed to skip the question. You're supposed to now. Which one are you people into?
I think a lot of people found that comment wrong because she was a godparent to Dyna's child. I think if they were just friends, nobody would have paid attention because Dyna has her own wahala, so nobody would have really paid attention.
Yes.
If not for the godmother thing.
Absolutely. And that's where I come in. The word never. Based on that relationship, you understand? Forget adult fights.
But if you're never going to be friends, how are you going to how are you going to play your role as a godparent to the child?
That's the angle I said she missed that word. That word does not fit in because of the role she's already playing in that child's life. It simply means that since they started fighting, she has not spoken to the young girl that she's godmother to. But then again, how many people call their goddaughters and godsons these days? How many people? That's just it. Do you know when we were growing up, my mother would go to the village. They would say, Mama, Vico, tell Ify that she's not a godmother to my child. Without prior knowledge, they will put your name in the register because they see somebody that, yeah, this person has a prospect, or you be gone. So by the time you come back from Christmas, you understand, you're godmother to this person, your name is in the register too. So you don't even know, you don't even follow up. So the thing is this, we don't know.
If that's the case, then I see, because me, I was judging from how they do it here. Here, it is a big deal. It's a big deal. You have to spend a lot of money because you're buying the child's clothes that day. They're going to cut the child's hair that day. You're going to take your vows. So for me, that's why I was saying that if Daslyvia took vow in presence of God and man, you know, and I know that a lot of the Eastern people are Catholic, and here they are Orthodox, so they have similar kind of way of doing the service. They have a small book, you know, that they read from, and you need to take all that vow.
See,
in presence of everybody.
Daslyvia was born Catholic, but her husband is Anglican. I think Diana was born Catholic, her husband is Anglican. So they have a lot in common in their marriages. They are married to men that are from the same community, the same home. You understand? So the issue of saying never, that's where I feel when I went to age, I was seeing that child baptismal, all the things that Daslyvia wrote about the goddaughter. Okay, you can't throw those things away. I know you're not love the mother anymore, but at the same time, when things happen, you kind of take a moment, you trade with caution, but that comes with maturity. A lot of people are spot on with their response. You understand? And again, I keep emphasizing that we don't know the extent of the damage that had warranted that statement. So based
which from her response now in the community tab, from Daslyvia's response now, you can tell that it seemed like Daslyvia is not ready, because she said it in her own words that she's not going to watch boundaries. So I'm thinking if Dinah will make the mistake of saying one more word, or that her chihuahua will go and say one more word, that might really provoke Daslyvia to start spilling.
Yeah,
and that might not be good.
No matter what might provoke her to start spilling, they were good friends. They must have talked some things in secret about their fellow YouTubers, about this, about that.
Exactly. So, some of that's going to come out.
As you're spilling, I'm spilling. You understand? So, I mean, it would be nice if they are really adults.
But it depends on who talk past now, you know.
Haven't you seen them talk? Those the cha. Who talks slow? Nobody. So I don't want to believe that.
But when a lady, this evil lady, when she was saying that Daslyvia begged for the friendship and all of that, what is your take? Because my own take, I feel like both of them used each other in that relationship. What's your own take?
You know what? I really don't want to give 2 cents on that statement of that person, because I don't know who I'm responding to. If you really want me to respond, show your face. Don't come with darkness and expect me to put on my beautiful face on camera and be responding to
to talk to you.
Show your face, then I can be able to respond to you. What I will say here in answering your question, I don't want to believe anything said there. I'm sorry. I don't want to believe anything said there, because that is not the genesis of the problem. I can only believe as words said that if he's coming out from Diana or Daslyvia, then I will believe those words. But if it's coming out from a third party that might be living on assumption or
taking sides,
information, hearsay, they've already passed third party information, I don't want to believe that. It's something I have to sift very well before I even alter my own words. So based on that, I don't give my 2 cents to such channels. Nah, it doesn't want my energy.
All right. But you think that probably because Daslyvia Onu has 2 besties now that has been involved in so many sagas on the streets, and one of the sagas was just recently kind of, they just finished rounded up, which is that of Uche Wenzi. Like I said on my live stream, I'm going to mention a lot of names because they're all intertwined in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Do you think because she has these 2 friends somehow, because some people have this thing they call peer pressure, because that's what, for me, that's how I feel. That because these 2 are in saga, that Sylvia is kind of trying to create her own or insert herself somewhere too. What do you think?
Daslyvia has more important things she's dealing with, you understand, than coming to throw herself in saga. And if you recall from that hate channel, one of the things he said that it was when Diana made her popular that she started eating 3 square meal. Please, Da Silva's husband, even if she works or she no works, the man by now should have been either a manager or senior manager in the bank. He has been in the bank for over 15 years, or over maybe 18 years, you understand, because their marriage is over 10 years. And he was working in the bank before they met. So this guy has been in the bank for many years. So whether Da Silva do YouTube or not, she's still feeding so well. She's somebody's responsibility, and her husband is taking care of that. So, and again, for it they benefited from each other, you understand? They did in one way or the other. Even if he's traveling to Port Harcourt to go and be with her friend when she was doing naming ceremony, or during her baby shower, or every other trip she has made just because of friendship, is something that is beneficial to people. But do remember, our people, because of poverty mentality, they don't value anything that is not money, you understand, as being a benefit or as being help. If you don't give them physical cash, or whatever you're giving them is not translating to cash, they don't see it as being helpful. They don't. For the fact that you're in somebody's home, babysitting somebody's child, you're doing more than enough. You took the risk of entering transport to go and be your friend. That is enough sacrifice in friendship. Uche Nweze, she does that all the time, always going to Port Harcourt. And so Oka, somebody might say it's because Oka is also her home. Yes, but some of those trips she made are trip specific. You understand? She's specifically going because of her friend. I applaud her for doing that. I can't risk my life, especially knowing Nigerian road transportation system, all the time doing those trips. You understand? But she does that with ease. I applaud her. She's not giving Lily money, but she's giving Lily her time. She's risking her own life for her friend. That is great sacrifice. But because it might not translate to money, people will not see it as anything, unless whatever it is money. So this one, they are saying Da Silva was the one benefiting. She begged to be godmother. She begged for friendship. Diana collaborated with her multiple times for her to grow. You understand? That is because those things we talked about are monetary for her to grow, so that her YouTube channel, they're monetary. That's why they're counting.
But that doesn't make any sense, because if you notice that Sylvia had a viral video too now. That's why they did that masterclass. So Diana also benefited from that, because she's going to teach with that. Yes. You understand? That's why I believe of all the friends she had on YouTube, she chose Da Silvia, because Da Silvia channel just grew just like that because of that.
If you remember her statement, if you remember Diana's statement in that video you made reference to, she said that even her that has been doing video YouTube for a long time, she has never gotten that kind of viral video that you're going to come to tell everybody in the class, in the master class, how to get a viral video. You're so right on point there. You understand? The thing is that people choose what to believe. They choose what to accept. You understand? And you cannot force anybody to accept the general thing. But what I'm saying, if you lack understanding, or if you lack understanding of a specific thing, you have to ask for professionals to help you interpret that. And that's why they made laws. That's why they made rules and regulations. And whereby you're not a lawyer, you can't be able to understand this angle of statement, what it means, what they are talking about. You go hire a lawyer to interpret it down in a layman's understanding for you. Even lawyers, even one particular section of a law can be interpreted in multiple ways. This person will win that particular case based on technicality, and you that have evidence to back your story up will lose the case, because there is some clauses somewhere in the law. But we don't want to understand. We don't want to pay attention to read meaning in everything to have better understanding. We chose what we want to understand. We chose what we want to accept. And if that person is not on your good book, you can fire on everything that person says is evil, because the person is not on your good book. So that's just how I say it.
You're very correct. I love the angle you came from. That's why I like to win live stream, so everybody comes in with different opinion. Because like I always say, even in class, you listen to the same thing, but time to write exam. Everybody will write what they understand,
Definitely.
so that's why everybody gets different grades. Some people is getting last, some people is getting first, but you sat in the same classroom. Yeah, so for those people that are going to rush to come and defend Dinah, should always remember that Dinah is not as innocent as you people see her. Okay, nobody is that innocent. So sometimes I don't understand why people take side. Just because
Yeah.
you like someone doesn't mean you cannot really calm down and analyze and try to understand and see where this person is doing something wrong and call the person's attention, letting the person know that the person is wrong on this one. I believe I've said all I wanted to say. I've watched these ladies and I know that these are basketballs, and I feel like Dinah's own is too much. Okay, it's been going for so long. And for me, where I just lost it was when Dinah gave that lady a shout out. Because if on the street, if you're someone that you're on the street a lot, you know that a lot of people defend Dinah. There are reactors that are always on Dinah's side. But I've
Yeah.
never seen her share their videos. Neither has she given them a shout out. But for all the people, you chose this particular person that is so bitter and evil. It goes to tell a lot about you and the kind of person you are. So I don't think all these friends that you lost are completely lying or trying to tarnish your image or your brand. There's something about you that you need to work on and ask God to help you better understand what that problem is so you can deal with it. What are your last words before we move on? Because I know you're supposed to go live too.
No, I'm going live at 11, so I still have enough time to eat breakfast and all of that. So it's in the
Oh, before
next
you go
15
live.
minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
So
It's
what are,
6
you
my
you said
time.
you said it all, host. You said it all. You understand? You're not here to support anybody. You're being objective with your analysis, which is a good thing. And for those that think that yeah, this person is all righteous, I mean, there is no righteous
Nobody
person
is.
on earth. If you want righteousness, I bet make you die, go heaven. That's where righteousness
Exactly.
is. Okay, you can't be on
Nobody
earth.
only pass.
Ah,
According to
nobody.
Two-Face.
If they say everybody wants to go to heaven, I want to go to heaven. Nobody wants to pie. So if you want to
Exactly.
go
They
to
don't
heaven,
walk by before they go to
pie,
heaven.
make you they go there. So nobody is
It's
righteous.
just so
Nobody is a
weird.
saint. The problem is that two friends had a problem. And one
Okay.
took it as a matter of like, I want to be honest with my subscribers. I want to tell them that we are no longer friends. But people
Yeah.
are reading meaning into what she said. Maybe she could have jumped the question so that people would be speculating whether they are still friends or they are not friends. But she didn't want to live a lie. She wants to be honest with her subscribers, and she did
Yeah.
what she felt was right. Then Diana replying through a hate channel does not make sense to me, because if you want to
Yeah.
protect that brand, you understand, protecting your brand, what has that Sylvia said that is going to hurt your brand, that you are never going to be friends? How is that hurting the brand? Tell me how is that is going to hurt your brand? You are never going to be friends. And
Yeah.
that ends there. You could have come, yeah, that Silver said that we are not gonna be friends. Honestly, we can never be friends. So what does Dynamite? We can never be friends. I can never be friends with that Savior. Case would have been closed. But the thing is that she went on writing an epistle, and the epistle now has warranted a reply from Da Sylvia. Okay, so that reply from Da Sylvia is what people are now going to chew on today. Okay, so the thing is this: if you don't want your issues to get that messy, forget about bringing it on social media. If you could have, she could have just come make her video in all those videos she's making. She said, yes, I watched a video that is saying that we are not going to be friends. Sincerely, Dynamite, we can't be friends again. You guys should just forget it. Just the way she casually says things. Yes, so with Sylvia, we can never be friends again. Just forget it. Okay. And it would have ended there. But you replying through a hate channel, forget the fact that the channel name has been changed. If you type I hate the Baningos, that's where it's going to take you straight on to that channel. Okay. People like us, we know the channel. Replying through that channel is hurting the brand more than you can even imagine. No matter how that brand tried to clean up her channel by removing all the curses laid on Baningo and Baningo's children, and all the curses and insults laid on Nelo Keke's sisters, Nelo Keke's family, their parents, everything that the person said, they were really so, she says so much. I was like, what is going on here? Okay, so that is to me hurting the brand. You don't use Two wrongs can never make it right. Let's get it that way. And you don't use a negative force to correct something if you're trying to create a positive impression. You don't.
Thank you very much, host. I see we have some persons here watching us. Get ready because in few hours, it's less than 2 hours, right?
No, it's actually in the next 47 minutes.
Oh, 47. You see, in the next 47 minutes, we are going over to Oyoyo's world for more of this analysis. You know, when something happened, it's good for as many persons that would jump on, because you don't know what someone will learn from this. Some of these people that they might not come directly to comment on your channel, but they might watch in private and just listen. And one or two things that you will say on your video or your live stream might be something that they will want to think about. So yes, get ready, and we're all moving over.
I want to mention one thing here.
Yeah,
you know, if this YouTube street, if the community were Americans, she did not say anything wrong because they say it as it is. Spot on. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How many times are you watch Atlanta Housewives? What's her name again? Nene Lakes or
Nene Lakes? Yeah,
Nene Lakes. How many times? The word never is nothing. The word never is nothing. You're just being frank to the highest of it. But our Nigerian system, we are different, okay? And I'm going to be sharing most of the things, the explanations I have about why is a big thing for Nigerian community, the word never and all of that.
I think it's because of the religious thing that was attached to it. Because if, for example, if it would have been, let's say, Dyna and Nelu that had issues before, you know, that Wodemaya came and tried to sort them. You saw how they both spoke to each other. You could tell that these two people get bad mouth. And I always say it, their mouth, nobody allowed anybody, let me talk, this, that. Calm down. You're trying to sort out your issues. Let one person land, and the other person can say, well, this one you said I didn't do, the other one I did. But they were just going at each other's neck. And I was like, these two, watch out. They can never be friends. That's what I felt. I knew even after Wodemaya will leave, they won't come together. So I feel like in the case of Daslyvia and Dyna, if that godmother thing was not, remember, they used to call each other baby girl. You see how Dyna even ended his saying baby girl, but Daslyvia is still fired up.
I have a lot.
Daslyvia is telling you I'm not going to watch Boundaries. So it seems like Daslyvia.
I have a lot of explanations to give on this, and hopefully people will be able to understand it and stop attaching a lot of meanings to some certain things. Okay. And our culture, the way we were raised not to speak out. We are raised to cover up. We are raised to not to carry what is happening in the family outside. You know, come to here. Let's even ask this question. How do the states, you understand, get to know what is happening in your home? When a child comes to school unkept, first time, second, third, fourth, the teacher will start probing. They will call take the child to counseling. They will ask the child a question. The next thing, police is in your house, because that child will never lie. That child is not going to cover it up. But back home, a husband will give the wife with a black eye, and then the mother will say, "Nah, don't tell anybody that is your daddy that gave me black eye." What are you teaching that person? You're teaching that child to cover up, to lie, to not say the truth. That's how we know it best. So hearing somebody that is saying the truth, like breaking a cola nut, it became very scary for a lot of people. That's why this whole thing is going on. I'm going to be sharing a lot of things in my live stream. It will be coming up in the next 30, if my math is correct, 33 minutes. I don't know my math very well.
Anywhere from, let's say from 30 to 35 minutes, we're ready. So if you're just coming in and you really want to understand, you have to watch this live stream from the beginning because it is hot, okay? You're not going to be bored for a second, because this is really a hot gist and it's still just cooking. It's still on fire, so it's hot. So watch from the beginning to the end. When you're
not a very long one, they should watch it from the beginning. If you're doing dishes,
if you want to understand, because I know that people will come in and drop comments and like, why are you coming from my relax? Okay, we're analysts and we don't take sides. Okay, we say it the way it is. You can tag your people that you like, let them come and watch and say whatever they want to say. But get ready, 33 minutes to, yeah, between 30 to 30 minutes. We're going over to Oyoyo's world because she's also going to be dissecting and analyzing and giving her honest opinion on this Daslyvia Onu and Dyna Ekwueme's saga.
Yeah.
Okay, that is just cooking. So thank you all so very much. It's been an hour already, and I'm not going to make it too long so people can watch. So thank you so very much. Get ready because you're going to be seeing the next live stream, and trust you will see me there. I'm ready already. Okay, so
All right, host, I'll be stepping down now. Thank you for having me.
thank you so much for joining me and sharing your own opinion. You see, we had totally two different take on the same matter. That's why we all really need to give our take on issues. Thank you so very much, sis. Thank you. So see you on your live stream. All right. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just seeing me for the first time, yes, my name is Trending Gist with Octavia Cora. I like to give my channel name as my name, but actually, I'm Octavia Cora, and the channel name is Trending Gist with Octavia Cora. And sometimes, like I said in the beginning of this live stream, you have to call people out on their bullshit. BS. YouTube don't like us saying certain things, so let me call it BS. So sometimes you have to call people out on their BS, and I think in this case we really needed to call these people out on their BS. Okay, we needed to tell Daslyvia where she went wrong, and we needed to tell Dyna Ekwueme that enough is enough. She needs to stop with the toxicity and the negativity that she and that negative channel is spreading on the platform. Is damaging her brand and no other person's brand. And no other person is trying to damage her brand, but she herself and that lady. And the lady is also heaping coal on her head. So if she cannot realize that, then I don't know what you're doing. Anyway, that being said, thank you all so very much. Feel free to go down on the comment section and just pour out your mind. Like I said, if you're just coming, please watch from the beginning because a lot of names were mentioned. I really took my time to go back, to break down this whole story and make you to understand. So I mentioned a lot of people's names, and I know some of them might get to watch this video like, oh, my name was even mentioned in this. Yeah. So watch from the beginning so you best understand before you say, this person is my favorite. So I'm just going to jump to conclusion and take side and start defending Daslyvia because I'm a fan of Daslyvia. Or I'm going to start defending Dyna because I'm a fan of Dyna. There's a lot of things you need to understand. Some of you might have not been watching some of this for a very long time, and you might have missed certain things that happened on the platform while some of us want to sit down now and react. Me personally, I don't just jump on every trend and every stuff and just talk about it. When I feel like the negativity is getting too much and out of hands, and I just feel like the people involved are acting like they are on the right, then I think it's time for me to come out and call them out on their BS. And I'm always there to do that. Okay, I know the look faces. I know the fear face. No face for faces. Face off. My face not dey fear your face, okay? Now your face go dey fear my face. So last, everybody go chop breakfast. Who do anyhow go see anyhow? Who do anyhow go collect? You understand? Anyhow you do, you go collect. No be yeah. Who talk anyhow go see anyhow. No be who run mouth pass. No be who run mouth pass. No let some people run entire your life anyhow, but be good. Merry Christmas. And see you all in Oyoyo's World live stream that is coming out in about 30 minutes from now. Thank you all so very much. See you there. I see we're all 5 here. I know a lot of people didn't comment. A lot of people just, when you see saga reaction, you just want to be in the background and not get involved. Yeah, we understand. But thank you all so very much. God bless you so much. For everybody that came in to watch, I say God bless you. Thank you so very much. I'm super, super grateful that you stopped by to watch and listen to what I had to say. Thank you so, so very much. Enjoy your Christmas. And even if you're not celebrating Christmas, I pray that every good thing that you've been praying about, every good thing you've been wishing yourself, may it come to pass. God bless you immensely. May the windows and doors of heaven open up, and may you receive all the blessings. God bless you. Salat. Bye, people. Thank you so very much. But let me quickly say this. if Dinah will say anything, I believe that Sylvia is ready to respond. We will still keep, let's see where this is going. Let's see if this is it for the both of them, or are they going to sit down to make a video or whatnot. But whatever, if there's a new update, we're still going to come in to talk about it. I decided to do this video today because I was like, okay, that Sylvia did that video. Dinah didn't see it for a while before she saw, and then she responded. Then I was like, okay, now that Dinah responded, let's wait and see if Da Sylvia will say something. And Da Sylvia did post something on her community. And when I saw it, I was like, okay, it is time to analyze because we can bring it from all angles and all of that. So thank you all so very much. Let's get ready and go over to Oyoyo's world and listen to her own analysis. Thank you so very much, all 6 of you. And those that came in at the beginning and left, God bless each and every one of you so them very much, okay? And if there's any other stuff you want me to analyze, drop a comment, okay, on any of my videos so I can see. Let me know what's going on so I can go to the person's channel or the people's channel, watch their videos, you know, just let it sink in very well, and I can come out and do my analysis. Like I say, I just don't watch a video, but I try to follow up everything concerning that person. So before I can do my analysis, just to make sure that I'm on the right path. Okay, so thank you all so very much. Thank you all so very much. Bye. We out here. We out. See you in Oyoyo's World channel.